Okay, good morning, guys. What I'm going to go over today is how to create a mass email in myWeichert to use for prospecting. Again, the biggest question that I get about this is why would I send a mass email to someone, or why would I use this? There are really a lot of reasons to do it. The first could be if you have a buyer or a renter looking in a certain neighborhood and there's nothing on the market that fits their criteria. We can basically blast out to all the people in that zip code to find out if anyone has something or if anyone knows of someone who might have something that works for them. The second thing that you can do is just general marketing to a neighborhood, letting them know about the market, sending them the quarterly market report or a specific market report from Urban Digs that's about the neighborhood that you're targeting. Or about a listing that you have. It's great if you get a new listing, you can send it to everyone in that zip code to let them know that the listing is on the market, or even before you put it on the market that it's coming to market, to again try to get more interest. The same thing happens with potential sellers. Again, if you have a listing that's coming to market and you let sellers know, hey, I do this pre-marketing stuff, it's a really great way to show them the value that you have as an agent and to potentially get some listings out of it as well. So what we'll want to do is we'll go over to Marketing Autopilot and click on it. And then we're going to want to go to Scheduled Mass Emails. So we're going to want to schedule a mass email. And then up here, we're going to click on Schedule Email. So this is where you go to create the email. And it's, again, very similar to just writing a general email. So what you want to do is, I like to do it and put it somewhere in the future, so I have time to work on it. So I'm just going to put it again. I'm going to put it for a couple weeks from now. I want it to send at 10 a.m. And again, you can always come back and change these times and dates. You can either select one of the pre-made templates that are in here, and everything will populate in here. Or what you can do is you can go to Advanced Editor, which is what I like to do, and create your own template. Now, these are dynamic templates that you can work with. And what you'll do is you'll pull one of the content buttons over to the left side. So again, if I go on image and I pull it over here, there's going to be a place where I can then insert an image. Same thing with text. I can put in some text. Again, if you have a social media link you want to put in, if you want a video, again, you can do all these things and it will show you how to link to it. The other thing is dynamic content. And dynamic content is a few different things. I'm going to pull this over. So if I click on dynamic content, it's going to allow me to select which content I want to use. So if you want them to be able to schedule a showing, if you want images of a certain listing that you have, if you want your photo, the office photo, similar properties, the main listing image, again, depending on what you're doing it for. So if your listing is already up on OLR, we can copy the OLR ID and it will pull that information. So I'll kind of show you guys what that looks like. So again, let's say I have a new listing that I want to send out to people in the neighborhood. So I might say, hello neighbor, I'm excited to have a new listing in Soho for 515 Broadway, a massive live work loft that just came to market. Please let me know. So we're just going to put in some put in my information here. And again, what I can do is I can browse photos that I have, or I can upload a photo. Oops. I'm going to click on my folder. And again, you guys should all have one. Let's upload a picture. Let's just pick a picture. And the good thing is it's going to save all these photos to your folder so that you'll have them to use whenever you need to. Okay, so let's use this photo. There we go. And it just inserted it in here. Again, in the dynamic content button, what I can also do is I can put in, images from the listing itself. So triple listing collage or row, however you want to do it, or view a listing. So let's say I want to do the view a listing button. This will allow them to reach out to view the listing. In the subject line, I get to put what I want. So I want to put massive loft in Soho. And again, here where it says MLS ID for merge tag, this is where you can go and you can put in the OLR ID, and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm just going to hit schedule. And again, because I put it for a future date, it's going to save it. X out of here. Oh, you got to put my filter. So I apologize for that. So what I want to do is I can either put it in for all my leads or weichert.com leads or people with a hashtag. Again, I uploaded a number of people who are in the 10012 zip code. And so I can put these in, and now let me save it. There we go. So what this did is it saved that, and it will assign it to a number of contacts based on that hashtag. So again, I have 1,443 people with the 10012 hashtag, and that's who I've decided to send it to. That's why hashtags are important to put in, because it allows you to kind of segregate out data. Again, I like doing it by hashtag, the zip code for these prospects that we could be working with. I'm going to go in here under listings just to show you guys how to pull the OLR ID. Okay, so I'm going to type in the address of the property, hit enter, and here's my listing. And there's going to be an MLS ID. So if I copy this, and if I go back to Marketing Autopilot to look at my mass email, instead of scheduling a new one, what I can do is I can edit the ones that I have. And so again, this is the one that we just created before. And it's going to have everything saved in here. So if I put in this OLR ID, some of my dynamic content will link to it. And so again, I had this view a listing button as my dynamic content. I'm going to click here. If I change that to similar properties, what it's going to do is it's going to come up with a couple different properties that match that criteria of the listing I put in here. Again, we can always preview the email. So this is what it's going to look like. And again, it's going to have this listing similar properties. I'm going to send a test, and it will send a test to you so you can see what the email is going to look like. So let's give it a minute. So here is a link to what the email is going to look like. And again, down here, it's going to have different listings that sort of match what I had. And what it's going to do, it's going to link back to your personalized website. So if these people start clicking around and looking at it, you can start collecting their data and get some leads from it. So again, this is a really, really great prospecting tool and a way that you can, start getting some leads to potentially work with. Again, you always want to have some reason for contacting people. Sharing information on the market, finding a listing for a buyer or for a renter, or for general prospecting, maybe to sellers. Hey, I've got, one of the best emails I think you can send is, hey, my client Joe is looking in Soho for a 2-bedroom and nothing's on the market. Are you interested in selling? So that's kind of it. It's a pretty good and easy way to do this. And if you have any questions, again, don't feel bad about reaching out to me or to Annabelle or asking someone else, and we can really help you do this. But it's a great way, again, to reach out to a number of people. Thanks so much and have a great rest of the day.